Welcome back, guys. In this new video, I will be showing you how to draw the development for a conical helix. The principle here is pretty similar to the method used to draw a regular helix, except that these points are traced a little different. Here, I've used a new technique, modern technique to draw these, where I draw a circle here, then I mark off my starting point, then generate an angle here, then then I calculate the circumference, which is pi times diameter. Then I use length total to get that distance. I then divide that distance into 12 equal parts, then use ray to generate these lines through these points. I then use circle to transfer the distance from the apex through to these points, and then use trim to clean that up to create the pattern, to create the development. I then use spline to complete the process. So let's get going. The first thing is I'll be copying this one. I'll be using this one to do that. So I will not be going through this process again, process of how to draw this, as that is not my objective. CO for copy, enter. Specify the base point and drop this someplace here. Escape. This has a little bit more than we actually need, so I'm gonna delete some of these. We don't need a lot of these. We don't need these. So I will cleaning those up. We don't need those. Alright, so my next step is to establish my starting point for the development. For that, I'm going to RAY, enter, click the vertex, then determine where I want the vertex to start. Here is a good point. I realize that this is drawn on the wrong layer, so I'll be changing that to my construction layer. My next step is to draw a circle with radius, slope side, excuse me, then trim, TR for trim, enter, then click here. My next step is I probably should have drawn both lines at the same time, or I'm just going to draw a regular line from here, then use lengthen, left click here, then trim, TR, enter. So this is no good. I need to trim here as well, TR, enter, trim there as well. Delete that part. Now the next step is to determine the circumference of this. The circumference of this is pi times diameter, and the diameter of this is 70. So 70 by 3.142 works out to be 220 approximately. So I'll be using lengthen, LEN for lengthen, enter. Then go down to total, as I want the total length, full length, lengthen. And then enter 220 is there, enter. I then click to the side which I wish to extend, so I click on this side to lengthen from that side. And this is now 220 millimeters. And again, guys, that Fundamentals of Computer Aided Design. That book has all these techniques. Very good book. The next step is to divide this into 12 equal parts. So I go for a div, enter, select object to be divided, I left click here. Number of segments I want in this case is 12, as 12 is the same number of parts that I have here. The next step is to label these points. So I will be going up to text, change my text layer, then go to text, select single line, then my start point is here, left click here, text height, I want text height of 4 is good, I'll stick with 4, enter. I click here to start, and there is P, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Click outside then. What's that? Undo. Oh, computer is acting up. Computer is acting up. Those things do happen. Yes, those things do happen when you see. Those things do happen when the software starts to malfunction. Those things do happen. Yes, those things do happen. I guess the computer is overloaded. So let me go back. Let me try one more time. Single line. Enter. P. Alright, it's stable. Seems to be stable now. Enter to accept that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, P, 1, 2, oh, I missed out 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to move everything one time. I'm going to move them up. M for move, enter. We need to rotate them a little bit, but I'll try to work with this. Sorry, I think the best thing for this is probably to just redo them, delete them, or it's okay, let them stay, because in this case, with this technique, if you don't label these, it will not be a big problem, because the process pretty much works itself out, or clearly defines the next step. So my next step is to go back to construction, then draw a circle. And circle, here is a vertex, here is a vertex. No, we need array first. RAY, enter. Left click here as a vertex, then go through all these points. And you soon see why if you don't label these, it will not be critical, as opposed to the old method. With this technique, I call it an phrasal technique. It it uh it minimizes the chance of you making a mistake or error, in a sense. So TR, enter, left click here. So my next step is to go to circle, left click here, then bring this down to 0.1 to P, So the first point would have been here. Then click on this and drag this up to 1. Then we're gonna trim enter, trim the space from here. Yeah, escape, select this, then click right here, then go boom, then click at 2. We now want 2, then go to 2, enter, then click 2, and click onto this, left click here, go up to 3, click at the point for 3 right here. So we're adjusting the circle by the quadrant. So I left click here, then move and touch this point, and this circle will adjust to the point where at which I clicked. So this is 3. We type enter, left click here, escape, click here, click on the quadrant, then click on 4, which is our next point, then trim, enter, then touch here, that is gone. Click here, again click onto the node, then click onto the next point, and again we simply trim the next one that the circle cuts. Enter, escape, click circumference, again click onto the node, then click onto 5, which is the next point. Trim, enter, and that is that. Escape, then click on circumference and circle, left click on node and quadrant, then click on this, then type enter, click here, then click escape, click onto this, click onto the node, then click onto the next point, which is 8, then go up here, again trim, enter, touch that. Click here, click there, enter, click here, click here, then click there, enter, click here, then click there, enter, click here, and we don't need to go any further as the last point would end up. Let's move this from here. Let's move it out of the way a little bit. So the last point would end up here, end up there. So the pattern is now created. We simply just use spline and snap onto the end of all these points. So I'll be going for type in spline, SPL for spline, enter. And I will be clicking here, then click here, ensure that oh, I'm on the wrong layer, sorry. I need to go to my outline layer. Again, spline, SPL for spline, enter. Then go up to here, click at the end of it. So this makes it incredibly easy, and it's impossible for you to make any mistake when as relates to plot points in this case. So that part is done. My next step is to use match property, enter, and then touch this, and touch this side. And the development is now created. This is now created. So this, if you intend to build this from a metal, this is the pattern that you would need to create, then fold to create this. All right. Now to get this circumference on this, I type um, a arc text text arc text enter arc, so it's arc text, then select this. And again, guys, all of these can be found in that book, Fundamentals of Computer Aided Design. Everything is there. I then choose the layer that I want, and I could choose whatever color I want this to be. Okay, let us see that red. And I will type in circumference, circumference, circumference. And the height, I want the height of, let's let it be 8, and then OK. And this is now created there. Yep. So that is how we draw the circumference. That's how we draw the circumference for draw the how we draw the development for a helical cone.